Hi everybody, this workout is a Coach Tam and Coach Ali mashup. You will need a pair of dumbbells to complete this workout.
Okay, a 3 exercise combination for this one, guys. So this will be a really good warm-up in particular. We're going to work some gentle burpees using the bench, and then we're going to switch it up and do some fast feet, get that heart rate up, and then we're going to finish the set off with some push-ups using the bench. Starting with the gentle bench burpee, you can see that I'm stepping into it rather than jumping into it, and then I'm also avoiding the jump at the top as well. I am going all the way down, getting that full push-up in. So again, just really circulating the blood and just getting the body warmed up with this particular exercise. Then we're going to switch it up and work some fast feet. So really focus on keeping your weight on the ball of the foot and just keeping your center of gravity nice and low so you can really pace up these fast feet. And then to finish off, we're going to go into some bench push-ups. So again, keeping a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle so that we're protecting your back and we're keeping your core active. And then working some push-ups from there until the end of the set. Your turn to try this combination.
Like a G6, like a G6. Like a G6. Like a G6, like a G6. Like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6. Like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6. Like a G6, like a G6. So fly like a G6.
This exercise is marching from glutes bridge. Lying in supine position with knees bent and feet on the floor. Lift up, squeezing your glutes until your hips reach the top. Tuck your knees to your chest alternately. Maintain your hip height. Your turn.
A couple of different squat variations for this exercise. So we're starting with a dumbbell weighted sumo squat. and then we're going to change it up and work some fast-paced squats as well. So with the sumo squats, you can see that I've got nice wide footing and that my toes are pointing out. Now you want to make sure your knees are right on top of it as well. And this variation of a squat is going to really get into your glutes and work your hamstrings in particular. Then what we'll do is we're going to switch our foot position and go shoulder width with parallel feet. So this is going to transition everything and put the weight onto your quadriceps. Now we've lost the dumbbells, but we've increased the pace. So it's essentially your own body weight, but it's nice fast squats for this one. Let's take a rest break and repeat that last superset.
This exercise is inward stiff leg drop from 4 points. Extend your kicking leg straight with pointy toes. Start your kicking leg lifted right to the top. Drop your leg inwards nice and straight past your base foot. Give it a go. This exercise is donkey kick pulses from 4 points. Kicking straight up with the knee bent, squeezing your glutes. Focus on the pulses at the top of the exercise. Pushing up with your heels and keeping your hips nice and square. Make it sexy.
Probably the hardest exercise you're going to do today for this one, guys. So we're going to do some dumbbell clean and jerks, and then we're going to combine it with some pulse squats. So starting with the clean and jerks, get into that deadlift starting position, and then I want you to lift all the way up, bring it to your shoulders and go neutral grip, and then from there we're going to push all the way up to a shoulder press. Now when you return it, I want you to return it down nice and slow and make sure you've got ample control over your weight. And then what we'll do is we're going to drop one of the dumbbells, pick up one of them in that goblet hand position, and then work your way down to a squat and just hitting some pulses from here. So you're going to the bottom of the squat and just coming up marginally and just maintaining that particular engagement of the quadriceps throughout this exercise. Your turn to try this combination.
Down for you always. 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 Down for you always.
It got deep under my skin, and I still feel your
let's take a rest break and repeat that last superset.
I'm down for you always. And 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 I'm down for you always. You got deep under my skin, and I still feel your power. You changed my voice, you locked it in, and put out any fire. Still with one touch, you got me where you want me, yeah. It's like a rush, the waves that crash inside me, yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. You carved deep into my heart, you're the king of lions, the look of blue and killing smile. You put me more than under, and still with one touch, you got me where you want me, and it's like a rush, the waves that crash inside of your paradise and crime. We are dynamite and blind. We are broken hearts that never mend. The fun is from a bad romance. Dynamite and blind. Yeah, we are dynamite. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always, baby. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. I closed the door, went on my knees, but then to make it harder, you changed your voice, I let you in. Now we are going under. Still with one touch, you got me where you want me.
This exercise is a rainbow leg raise from the side. Lie side on and set up using a sturdy base using your bottom leg. Draw a controlled semicircle with your leg moving back and forth. Keeping your foot horizontal will ensure correct hip position. Your turn. This exercise is stiff leg circles in front of you. Lie side on and set up a sturdy base using your bottom leg. Swing your leg into position with a straight knee and horizontal foot. Small controlled circles keeping your upper body nice and still. Give it a go.
Goblet Squat and stiff leg deadlift combination for this exercise. So starting with one dumbbell, holding that goblet position where you're holding underneath one of the dumbbell heads and then you're pressing your forearms into the other head. You want to make sure that your legs are at shoulder width, and we want to do this one with feet parallel so we can really emphasize the quadriceps. Now as you drop down, make sure that your elbow touches your mid thigh, and that ensures that your back remains in the right position, and just make sure you're doing it with a neutral back the whole time. Then let's switch over, grab both dumbbells and work some stiff leg deadlifts. Much like a traditional deadlift, except we're keeping the knees soft straight this time round. So as you bend forward, there's only very minimal bend in the knees, and the reason you do that is to protect your back. Now make sure that your tailbone is pushed out and that you're holding your shoulders up in order to keep your spine nice and neutral. And then you can see that I'm opening up with my arms and pulling the shoulders back as I come up, and this is going to further emphasize the posterior. Your turn to try this superset. Let's take a rest break and repeat that last superset.
to get lucky. We're up all night till the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky.
This exercise is a side knee raise. Lie side on and set up a sturdy base using your bottom leg. Lift your knee and your foot into controlled side leg raise. Full range of motion during this exercise. Your turn. This exercise is advanced stiff leg circles. Lying in supine position with one leg pointing straight up, lift up squeezing your glutes until your hips reach the top. Work your small controlled circles around 12 o'clock foot position. Your turn.
Hips thruster and calves raise superset for this exercise. So starting with your hips thrusters, make sure you've got the dumbbell sitting at your hips, and then we're going to lift all the way up until you hit a straight line from your knee to your shoulder, and then dropping back down into that rested position. Now as you lift up, you're really squeezing your hamstring and glutes and your lower back, and then trying to put a little pause at the top of it before you get back down into that seated position. We're going to then switch it up and work some calves raises. So standing up with your feet at shoulder width, your spine nice and neutral. We're going to lift all the way up to the ball of the foot, engaging those calves, putting a little pause at the top if we can, and then dropping back down until your feet are nice and flat. Let's have a go at this superset now.
I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got it all to myself. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got it all to myself.
let's take a rest break and repeat that last superset.
This exercise is stiff leg circles with pointy toes. Extend your kicking leg straight with pointy toes, circling out with small but controlled movement. Steady 4 points position without swinging your hips. Your turn. This exercise is traditional side knee raises from 4 points. Hold your 4 points position square with an even weight distribution. Lateral leg raise with thigh bone perpendicular to your body. Focus on your lifting knee and your foot working together. Give it a go. This exercise is calves raise from glutes bridge. Lying in supine position and lifting into a glutes bridge, start your calves raise from here without dropping your hips. A little pause at the top of the calves raise will enhance the exercise. Give it a go. Well done for completing your workout. Let's take a few minutes to stretch and cool down your body. Comment and let us know what you thought of the workout. See you again for your next session.